stupid. I can have him bribe me to take it out versus
Man, I
it being
never
mine.
say anything stupid. I think you've witnessed a few times.
No.
Need to audit some stuff.
Wonder how many protests Lori has already.
Hmm?
Wonder how many protests Lori has already.
Those come to me.
They all come to you first.
Yes.
How many we got
One.
so far?
Yep.
Really?
Don't jinx it.
Still early. Well,
Yeah.
3 weeks left.
Doesn't it just go to the end of June?
June 30th, the deadline. Come after that is too late. It is what it is, Janet.
It's fine. Next time I'll bring my knitting.
Hmm?
Next time I'll bring my knitting.
You'll get a half hour from 8:30 to 9 o'clock. And
Yeah.
You all done looking through those there? Well, we can do it.
Yes, please.
All right, it is 9 o'clock. We are going to offer the floor to sit for citizens' comments. Is Dale, or are they out?
I don't know, they're out there. I don't know if they want to. Should I go ask them?
You can.
That's what they want.
Dale, the floor is yours.
It's mine?
Yes, sir.
I was just curious and wanted to make, let you guys know that here has been 2 to 3 weeks ago. I left from McCook, caught up with, I didn't know at the time, but I'm sure it was a county gravel truck going east. And that, I mean, I got behind, it was a windy day, wind out of the north, and it was, I could see in my little short car, I could see gravel or sand or whatever heaped up, but the way it was sifting off of there, it was just like a desert storm. It wasn't gravel, it was sand coming off the top of that. So I don't know where you went with you. It turned south Beniola and went south. I didn't call in, but I don't know where they're hauling sand at, but it just, to me, is the county exempt for putting tarps on trucks?
No, they are not.
So, I mean, and I've had other complaints from people that say they met the county truck and gravel packs and didn't get any packs in the windshield, but it sounded like it was going to, so I'm just curious.
Well, I'm glad you didn't have any damage.
No, I didn't. I stayed back behind you. I got up close enough. I mean, it just coming off there in waves, just like sand like fan blowing. So, I wondered if the county,
We have that trailer is equipped with a tarp, but the arms got broken. So he'll have to fix those arms for that tarp.
I just was curious on that, if they were exempt or.
Okay.
Even the way it was heaped up on there, I mean, from what I've been around, some of them, I would almost guess he was overloaded. Did they ever weigh them trucks, every load get weighed?
They do.
They do?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Where do they weigh at?
French and Valley scale.
Okay, you get tickets every time up here.
Yep.
For every
We have
load
some
that
in
goes
it.
out.
Yep. We have them in the basket right here if you'd like to look at them.
Okay. No, I didn't know if every load got weighed or not, but I've noticed him several times that you can see, if the material is above the box and you can see it sitting in a low profile car, it's, I don't know, should be tarped. So, and I've noticed the same with yesterday. Insulate haulers heaped up over the side, and I met one of them, and the highway was green almost from what was blowing off the trucks.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
I mean, it's not gonna hurt the windshield except for just messes it up with the juice.
It's a wonder they had anything left on the truck when they get the location, ain't it? That insulation.
I don't know,
Yeah.
so,
I met a bunch of trucks down at Selden, they was tarped,
It should be.
except for the back, there's about 8 foot in the back, the tarp wouldn't work, but, yeah.
Yeah, if the load is blowing off, if the load is blowing off the trailer, then yes, it's a violation.
yeah, okay.
Yep.
I
Yep. And we need to make sure that we're keeping the load above the sides or below the
Below
sides.
the sides, that's what I've
Yeah.
noticed, I've noticed it's always seems like above the sides where you can see it, so.
I will have a talk
The
with
way
our
it sifted
driver.
off of there, I don't know, and like I said, I didn't go look, didn't follow it, but, I mean, it looked like sand sifted off there, it wasn't gravel. And I was close enough behind him, well, it was kind of, like I said, the wind was strong out of the north, so it was kind of off the side, but
Shouldn't be sand. Don't want to be putting a bunch of sand on our county roads.
Well, I know we don't, but we don't want to be paying for sand.
You're right.
It's hard to find good gravel anyway, so.
It is. We go where we can go, and there's a lot of places that aren't producing. So you don't have to drive 40 miles out of the way to get to one way.
You got, Paulson's, I think, is shut down, you can't get any there right now, but.
Yeah, they're still working on the dredge. I think
Bridgers and the concrete, they've all got lots of.
they got their dredge back in water. They're
Yeah,
going again.
they're pumping a lot of gravel, got a lot of gravel,
Yep.
so I'd go where you get good gravel instead of.
Probably should have it all tested. Good thing the one supplier, we just had a sample taken, so. You know, the other problem is that when we reject bids, which we're not required to, but we're required to bid gravel, which will be bidding here on the 20th,
Second.
22nd.
22nd, yeah.
The problem is if we accept one bid from one supplier, then we are chained to that one supplier to supply us with all our gravel needs. And here in Southwest Nebraska, sometimes they have it, sometimes certain suppliers don't. So
Dale's experienced
could
that
be-
before.
it
You've
can be
experienced that
in your-
before.
In your minutes, if they cannot provide, but you can always go to the other,
Can't do it.
take bids.
no,
I mean,
State
you
auditor.
can't state that in there if they can't supply it, that you're opted out to go to the others.
we got into trouble there about 5 years
The
ago.
state auditor got on us about it.
Yeah.
It's working out pretty good now.
Well,
You
and
experienced that, Dale, when you was on the road crew and take bids and then we couldn't get it?
Oh, yeah,
And
I
we
know,
just-
I
and
know.
we just
That's
went
what I thought
without.
you could always,
Yeah.
I thought it was in there, it stayed in there
No.
where you could go to the other at one time.
no,
Used to, if like Paul says, if they got state contract
Well, Dale, would
and
tell
they
you the
could
truth.
provide, you could go to somewhere else.
To be honest, if there's some legal ramifications to do something like that, but you'll probably never get gravel from that supplier again if you take it to court. Right?
Could be.
Yeah.
it turns into a civil suit is what it does when they
Yeah.
can't, that's the only way out of that contract.
Yeah.
But
Excellent.
I just would make them, I don't know, would be careful where I buy your gravel. I mean, I have noticed in the past, some of them are nothing but half sand. So, and I've even been told by,
We have gradation samples for you to review. We take them in.
okay,
American lab tests it all. So I don't think we have one from McCook Concrete yet. And I know one of the providers that you just mentioned was, last time it was tested, was 53% sand that you suggested we go to. So I guess I would say that in all fairness and transparency, then we should be taking samples of that gravel to make sure that what we're saying isn't slanderous.
okay.
So,
I'll just tell you, I was told by a person very close, you guys, that where you've been getting the gravel up west there does every now and then throw in a bucket of sand in your load.
is that, can we, is that just rumor mill, or is
No,
that,
It's not a rumor mill, that's mouth to mouth, I ain't gonna say a name,
okay, well,
but that's, I don't know. So,
well,
that
if
was
there's
my
no
deal.
complaint in Dale,
The
then,
main deal was just the tar, I mean, the sand and stuff blowing off there, I know that one, not my fault, even, you know, I mean, it was coming off there just like it. Just drifting off there, just sifting off the top of the truck. So, and it was like sand, it wasn't gravel, I mean, the gravel wouldn't have moved like that, I mean, you can just see the waves coming off there. So,
okay, well, we appreciate your input,
Okay.
thank you.
good luck.
Thanks, Dale.
Anybody else with citizens' comments? No? Excellent, okay. Okay, Beck is up at 9:15. Val, what do you have today? You have some updates for us?
A few, yeah.
You just wanna go so we don't keep you waiting?
I got a mobile office afterwards anyway.
Oh, so you're gonna be here for a while?
Yeah, I'll be here, so.
Yeah, well, if you wanna, let's have you go,
All right.
since you're here waiting.
Sounds good. Well, I'm Val Santi. I'm with Congressman Smith's office in Scottsbluff, and thank you for having me here, appreciate it.
Thanks for coming.
My pleasure. I want to give a few updates. First one's kind of a fun one. Each state does a congressional art contest, and then the winner of that state gets the tunnel that goes from like Cannon Building to the Capitol Building. That's displayed all year with the winners' things. And Litchfield must have quite the art program. They had 3 of the top 5 in the state that won. There was first, 3rd, and 5th place. So they all get recognition, and in different offices, because we have Nebraska City and Grand Island and Scottsbluff, they all have the art displayed there, and one and one obviously will go in the Cannon Building, tunnel going to DC. So that was pretty impressive to see that many kids from one school getting that type of thing.
Litchfield, did you say?
Yeah, Litchfield.
Wow,
Yeah,
that's
it's pretty,
exactly.
it's not the biggest place in the world, is it?
That's neat,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. Yeah, the girl that won it was a senior last year, and she actually got back from National Guards in the summer and came back and did all this type of stuff. She played volleyball, she did cheerleading and everything else like that. So that'd be somebody you'd wanna hire down the road if you
Yeah, yeah.
if you needed somebody
Or
in
cheaper.
business. So. All right, now for other stuff, Congressman Smith's been pretty busy with Mexico lately. The USMCA agreement that's been 6 years in the making has not quite gone like it should. He's been with U.S. Trade Representative Jameson Greer and U.S. Treasury Secretary Scott Bessett, and they've been trying to get things done. He had 19 Republicans pushing for the enforcement of the USMCA trade deal. And matter of fact, I think at the end of last month, he actually went down to Mexico and tried to stir things up a little bit and get things done. So that's been pretty important because they're getting away with things that they shouldn't be getting away with right now, and it's damaging our trade agreement with them. So that's one thing. All right, then I'll do a few other things. He's also they've met with the Commissioner of Social Security Administration lately, and trying to do some things with them. Last week they had a roundtable with the Department of Commerce under Secretary William Kimmett. And they've had, like I said, a roundtable doing some discussions with a bunch of them. This week they have meetings with the Commerce Department, and that back again with negotiations with trade deals. So if I didn't tell you before, he's the chairman of the trade on the subcommittee in Ways and Means. So that's a huge priority. We'll get a lot of calls at times, and it has nothing to do with his focus. So you know, that is his main focus, is doing that. And he also does Social Security. He does some health stuff too. So they even they're meeting this week with the Mercedes-Benz company. They're coming in there and trying to do some talk about industry issues that they have with trade and making the vehicles now. There's a group coming in this week. It's a smaller group. They're the Propane Association, and even the guy from Alliance with the Propane Department. He's one of my ex-students, so I know him pretty well. So he is in on that. They'll meet DC there, and probably the last one I'll chat about is Nebraska Farm Bureau. They're coming. There's probably 10 communities involved meeting in DC, and big topic is E15 and the Farm Bill itself. So there's a, you know, you don't see a lot of this in the news media, but when you start looking at, you know, the congressman and his staff in DC schedule, you go, oh, they're not just sitting around, you know, waiting for the next lunch meal. So
Right.
yeah. So, but that's my update.
Very good.
Yeah.
Very good.
On that Mexico trade on the USMCA, is the executive branch involved in those negotiations too?
I believe so. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah,
Secretary
they're
Becker.
keeping them in contact with what else happened. Yeah.
Good.
Yeah, 'cause when you do something like that, and it's a big deal to get it done, and then you have the party not doing what they should be doing, that's a problem.
Kind of normal, isn't it?
I think the longer I've been around here with this stuff,
Yeah.
maybe I should have stayed teaching and coaching
Yeah.
with some of this craziness.
Yeah.
Spinning wheels.
Yeah.
Congratulations to Adrian for winning the primary.
Well,
Glad
yeah,
to
that
have him
was,
back again.
that was interesting, let's put it that way, yeah. But thank you. I'll pass that on to him.
Yeah. Yeah.
I
Well,
don't get to see too much of him lately, but August will be one of those months he'll be in the district for the whole month, so I'll be bouncing around with him in certain places, I'll do that too.
That's nice.
Excellent.
Well,
Well,
thank you.
yep,
Appreciate
thanks
it.
for the updates.
Always
You
glad
bet.
to see you guys.
Same here.
Now I'll sit back and relax for a little bit.
All right.
Okay.
Thanks, Val.
All right, you're welcome.
Where's Kate?
Kay or Ron, whoever shows up first, I guess.
Who gets to go first? Yeah, Kay's up at quarter after.
9:15 here.
She has, but it was at 10.
What?
Oh. Okay.
Okay, thought she was on at 10.
Well, shall we go through the consent agenda then?
All right.
We got plenty of time here. So, we'll go through the consent agenda. Item number 1 is approved minutes from the previous Board of Commissioners and Board of Equalization meetings. Item number 2 is approved counts payable claims in the amount of $172,562.82. Item number 3 is reappoint Ron Soden and Joan Coe to the Planning Commission, terms to expire April 30th of 2029. Item number 4 was appoint Rick Luce to the Planning Commission to replace Chuck Tina's term to expire, is that right? Tina's, okay. Term to expire April 30th of 2029. Chuck has decided to step down from that role and enjoy some retirement. So, then item number 5 is approved resolution number 1590 to schedule protest hearings.
got the resolution.
Yeah. Cause we have what, July 13th?
That's a
So I
board-
thought we were gonna meet,
That's a board meeting, so
Yep,
that's okay.
yep, we're gonna go right after the board meeting, July 14th, 15th, 16th, 17th. And then, and those are just blocks of days, just in case we need them,
Mhm.
but,
Hopefully we won't need them all. We've never needed them all. But you can't do it if it's not scheduled.
right.
Can we, I'm okay with everything, but I like to scratch it 23rd. That's Region 2 in North Platte,
Which one?
the 23rd.
Well, I mean, we could, but, I mean, if we have to take this many days, I don't think
We
we're,
won't take that many days, but I'm just saying I won't be here that day, because Region 2 is pretty important, I'm secretary treasurer of that board.
Doesn't matter to me.
I mean, if we remove that day,
Mhm.
there's no way we'll use it.
I know, I'm sure we won't,
Okay,
if you don't wanna do anything, that's fine, but I really need to be at Region 2.
okay, okay.
Like I said, I'm treasurer of that organization now.
Okay, so we would strike out July 23rd as a possibility for those days there. Okay,
I think that's good. Just from a representative picture, okay?
sure.
So I can put my schedule. You want a picture of that?
No.
Should be busy, there's not gonna be much of
No,
a wheat
but
harvest.
You're gonna take long to pick a bushel of corn an acre.
Hopefully nobody's picking corn in July, but it'd be a bad deal. Anything on that consent agenda that you guys have concerns with? If not, I'd take a motion and a second to approve those 5 items.
I'll make a motion to approve the 5 items on the consent agenda item.
And I will second it.
I got a motion from Fritchie and a second from Dean to approve consent agenda items 1 through 5. If there's no further discussion, we'll go ahead and vote. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. All opposed say nay. Motion carries. Sign that there. No, I don't think he needs to sign it. Oh, stop. What do we got there? Is it 3?
Yeah.
There's a line
Okay,
there.
you got it then. Sorry, I apologize. I thought it was for the. There's that. Sorry. Oh, she's right here. Okay. It is a resolution. So. Benny, how are you?
Better, it's raining
It rained. Maybe some more this afternoon, huh?
right now.
Is it raining? Good. All right, we'll go ahead and move on to correspondence. Viero Fiber Networks LLC, Certificate of Liability Insurance.
I don't know.
Wonder what that's
We've
all
never
about.
gotten one. Are they planning on doing some ditch work or something? I don't know.
I don't either.
Did I send you the wrong time?
We had 10 o'clock written down, but it's all right.
Huh, okay. Well,
they have insurance. That's all
I don't
it
know,
is.
I don't know why though, I mean, why they're, I'm not sure why we're receiving it, but.
It's just a certificate of their insurance, that's all right. Right? That's cool.
Yeah, I don't know.
You know, in case they damage something out on the road or something, you know, they're insured. That's good.
Be nice if we'd get one from all of the
Yeah.
People, yeah.
wireless.
Great claim.
And then we'll go ahead and do the reports. Clerk of the District Court monthly revenue was $1,447.26.
Did you get married or anything, Charles? You're not
No.
married? You should be. Okay. You're good.
Okay, if you'd like to come on down.
I finished up my first year and started my second year at the Family Resource Center, so here's some handouts on what
Okay.
we've been doing.
Yeah, we got it.
There you go.
Thank you.
So the first page is just our profit and loss summary. It does show that we've netted 31,000, but a lot of that money is earmarked for certain programs. I believe about 10,000 of it is for patient assistance, which we did get through the Community Hospital Health Foundation. So far, I've been able to help, I believe, 11 people in the probably 6 weeks that we've had that. We do have some money earmarked for the Toy Box program, the Community Giving Tree. So the majority of that money is earmarked and we can't use it for our day-to-day expenses. The page 3 kind of shows an overview of this is kind of like our daily statistics. We, through our clothing exchange, but it kind of incorporates most of the day-to-day exchange programs that we have. So I have not yet finished May's statistics, but you can see through April how much growth we've had. I have both the total number of families that have visited each month as well as the total number of visits. So seeing the growth from 2004, and I can't verify the validity of the 2024 statistics because that's when Kathy was there, and I'm not entirely sure that I have all of the paperwork, but to my best of my knowledge, this is the stats that I was left with. But even from the time I started in February of 2025, you can see the growth of how many visits that we're
This
getting.
is the growth in what category?
That is the clothing exchange.
Just
That's our
clothing.
biggest program.
Just
Biggest
clothing.
program.
Just clothing.
It encompasses clothing. It encompasses diapers, formula, hygiene. Just the fair exchange program.
Okay.
The next page
So
is
What
sorry.
page are you on?
I believe the fourth page.
No, fourth page, okay.
It's
So-
another bar
so just
spreadsheet.
an example.
This is the angel tree, the community giving tree, and that's the clothing
That's
exchange.
clothing, okay.
Yeah.
So in 2025, I mean, just to do
Yeah.
apples to apples.
Yes.
it Total is 142. and a
That's
year
total
ago-
number of visits.
Yeah, in 26, and last year was 51.
Yes.
Okay. all right,
And then
good
the
comparison.
top number is the total number of families that took part.
Right, this is just
Yep.
clothing.
Yep.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. The next page is the angel tree, the community giving tree, and that one I'm able to break down by county. With the clothing exchange, I'm really not able to well, or at least I haven't figured out a good way because people do move within the year and it's really hard to figure that one out. But in,
That was a previous page.
okay, sorry. But yeah, in last year, we helped out 484 children with Christmas gifts, which was 178 families. I do have that one broken down by county, since that's a one-time per year service, it was easier to figure that one out.
And you said how many? 400 and?
484 children got Christmas gifts. That was 178 families. Of those children, 258 were from Red Willow County.
Right, okay. And this is Christmas gifts.
Yes,
That's neat.
it is. And this year, the community really came together. We found out about a week before people were picking up gifts that we were short for about 15 kids. And we had a group of people that got together some cash funds. I had a couple of my board members go out and do some shopping. We got it all covered. We even had THHS called us and said, hey, we just did a couple placements. Anyway, we could get some gifts for these kids. Absolutely got that together. We really had a great community response when we had a need this year.
So are you at 526 West B or 113 Norris?
526 West B.
Okay,
Yeah, it's the old police department.
Sure.
And the city does let us use that at very little cost. We just pay utilities. And even the utilities, we cut that in half and share that with the city. So they've been very generous in allowing us to use that. The next 2 pages I did put just a couple of, there's 6 different circumstances here. We've changed names, we've changed a few of the identifiers because of confidentiality, but it should give you a pretty good idea of some of the cases that we really felt like we helped very well with people in particularly bad situations.
I like the case histories.
Yeah.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Good touch.
Even helping out a pregnant teen with even just telling her parents that she was pregnant and needing help, and helped her through pregnancy, delivery, and so yeah, I won't go through all of them. I did put in a few because it was hard to pick out the favorites, you know. And then we did actually change our mission statement this year. We have updated mission statement, vision statement, and core values to reflect what we believe the Resource Center is about and the programs that we offer. After that is just a little bit about me and Georgia. And then the last couple pages are really just our programs. So the biggest one is our clothing exchange, and with that we do have baby equipment. So we have car seats, strollers, cribs, things like that. We do have diapers, wipes. We have a hygiene cupboard where we have things like shampoo, deodorant. We have a cleaning cupboard, so things like your laundry soaps, things like that. That's pretty much the fair amount of the fair exchange program. We did open it up this last fall because of food issues. So we now just have a bookcase near our front door just filled with canned foods, and it's just take what you need, get what you can. And we don't feel like it's been overutilized. We don't feel it's been taken advantage of, but it's definitely been utilized. We still have the community giving tree. We're in a collaboration now with the local Salvation Army chapter for the backpack school supply giveaway, so that will be this August. Last year we started that collaboration and we helped a total of 195 children directly with school supplies, and then we got calls from different schools later on to help with additional children, and I believe that was 23 children that we helped through the school system. We did do a program this year where we collected little like makeup bags. I found out after talking with Debbie Arp from the school system that they no longer receive the kits for the feminine hygiene programs. And so we collected a bunch of those little makeup bags and got a bunch of the feminine hygiene products, and they're able to give those to the school. Assistive technologies, we've expanded our library of developmental tools. So we now have dementia dolls. We still have a bunch of toys for special needs kids that are very basic, very bright colors, things like that, that would be instant gratification for the kids with special needs. The Learning Ladle is our cooking program, and it's really kind of expanded a bit to not just be cooking, but to be adult education entirely. So we do cooking classes, we try and do 12 a year, and it's very basic things you already probably have in your pantry, things you would get from the food pantry, things you might have on WIC, but also trying to keep it healthy and nutritious. We're expanding to do a basic car maintenance class this year, how to change your tire, change your wiper blades, very basic things like that. We're hoping to kind of expand a little bit more if we could maybe find a gardening space and just other basic life skills that seem simple, but if you've never been taught, then you don't
I've got
know.
weeds they can pull if anybody's interested.
And then we do now teach Love and Logic. I am Love and Logic certified, and the course that I am certified on is more for kids who have some trauma. So specifically, we're looking at like the foster kids, preteens that have gone through something traumatic. And so that class right now is free to anyone who would like to take it. I believe it is 8 weeks, and we do about an hour and a half per week, and I tend to do it on Thursday evenings. For foster parents, that would give them their credit hours that they need for their long-term, for their licensing that they have to redo each year. And for parents who maybe have had their kids removed, something else that looks much better for them and for the courts if they are working on their parenting skills. We do have a little bit of free mending. We have a volunteer who will mend kids' clothes for free. The only cost would be if it needs a zipper or something she has to buy. We charge just a cost for that. We do have a small pot of funding under Families First Partnership, and that would be, it's a DHHS grant that allows for families with children under the age of 19 in the home to apply for a one-time assistance, maybe help with rent or utilities or something like that. I've done that through Families First out of North Platte. And then we also now have the patient assistance. So if somebody's facing some sort of medical need, maybe needing transportation to medical appointments, maybe because of a medical thing they're unable to pay for their rent or utilities, we can help with a one-time payment on that, or maybe help with hotel stays or something for traveling. The next big thing we're working on is we would like to do a visitation room. This would be for parents working on reunification with their children, and our court order to do supervised visitation. We kind of have a space in the building that we would like to utilize. Needs a little bit of improvements and modifications to make it what we need it to be, but that's kind of our next big idea. Do you guys have any questions for me? I'm sorry, I talk a lot.
Yeah, good, nice report.
Thank you.
Really nice report.
Will you email me a copy? I'll need one for the file.
Yes, I can do that, and if you'll just write your email address on the top of this.
Sure.
Nice report.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Good. And some duplicates in there too.
Oh,
Notice that?
you know,
Makes the report bigger.
I had a couple of teenagers helping me put these together.
Okay, okay.
Thank you.
Yep.
It's okay. It's a review. Let's review it
Yeah.
again.
Yeah,
It's okay. It's a good report.
thank you.
Very good.
It's been a big year. It's been a lot of changes in the last year, but I'm very proud of how far the resource center's come. I'm very proud of the community response. I'd like to reach out to some of the other communities that we serve as well and try and push more for helping people in those communities as well, but all in due time. Can
All
only
in
do
due
so
time.
much in 1 year.
That's right. That's right.
We all miss Kathy, but you
Yes.
did a good job, it looks like.
Thank you, I appreciate that.
Excellent.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Thank you. Thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Yep.
Request new funding.
I assume that's later. I guess I didn't ask her. But
Motion to do it. Looks like Hitchcock and Frontiers already has. Make a motion to fund them.
do we need to do? I should have asked her when she's here. Is she still here, Crystal?
I figured that's where she was going.
Well, that's what they usually come in here for. It's on the agenda, I'm sure we can do it.
Can we?
Sure,
Yeah.
because it's part of the budget too. We need to know those
No.
amounts.
You're right. Yep. Sorry, Kay. One last thing. As soon as you walked out, we're like, we didn't know about the request for funds.
Yes.
So, are you good with us going forward with that today?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Good. I'm gonna make a motion to continue funding Family Resource Center at the current level of $7,500 annually.
I'll second it.
I got a motion from Dean and a second from Fritchie to a contribution to the Family Resource Center of $7,500 for the 2026 fiscal year. If there's no further discussion, we'll go ahead and vote. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. All opposed say nay. Motion carries. So,
Thank
Thank you, Kay.
Guys don't usually call people back and offer them money.
I know.
She's
Very
new,
nice.
she doesn't know how to ask for money yet.
All right, Ron, you ready to show us your report card?
I guess.
That's how it was labeled,
I don't
so.
know about that term.
I don't either. I'm not sure. If you want to present or come on down or however, wherever you want to be, if you want to sit where you're sitting, that's fine too. However you want to do it,
Stay
Ron.
where I'm at.
That's good. That's good.
Well, I guess I just wrote down a few notes here. The training requirements, I guess I'm fully certified now. I have 10 hours out of the 20 done. In the next 10, there's an August training period, so I should get that updated, so. And, you know, I've done a few reports. I guess I need to talk to Tim to make sure that they're getting to the state.
Okay.
Because I guess that was an issue in the past. And then, let's see what else.
Are you sending those, or am I supposed to be sending those?
I think they go with the weed mapper.
Okay.
With the program that.
Okay, good.
you Send out, and, you know, without mentioning names, there've been a couple over the weekend even. I had a call this morning, actually, on a complaint.
Okay.
And most of it's been complaints. I've done some scouting, but not a lot, to be honest about it, so.
I have a neighbor with a pretty nice crop of weed, of marijuana in their yard. Do you do inside city limits?
I don't think that counts.
Yeah, I don't count.
That's not noxious.
Maybe-
Not quite noxious yet.
That's good stuff.
Cash
Good,
crops.
good for a headache.
Yeah.
And then I kinda set up the office down at the, with a hazmat.
Oh, did you?
Kinda share
Okay,
that,
good.
I guess.
No, that's
I
fine.
get along fine.
Oh, good.
Got the printer set up, so it's working. That is a nice printer, by the way.
Is it? Good. Good.
The side-by-side, I guess, needs some work. Battery won't hold the charge, and a couple parts need replaced on the back. I'll take a look at that. And then the drone, I haven't used it. It is working.
Oh, yeah?
It's viable, but I think I need somebody to train me.
Just go out and play with it until you figure it out.
Well, and that's what I'm wondering too. So drone operators, that's what I know we've always owned one or two,
Well, one that works.
one for sure that works.
Well, yeah, there's one that's pretty well broken up.
Yeah. I use caution with this because I know that the FAA, you almost have to be a pilot and check, because if you there's a fly zone where, because of the airport, that you can't put a drone up
Right.
without approval from FAA to fly.
There's a limit
So,
on height everywhere.
A ceiling on that.
Yeah.
So I'd be very careful. I know those were purchased a long time ago, and I'm not certain anymore what the regulations allow if you have to be a pilot to fly one. That's,
It kinda depends on the drone. you
I
know,
suppose, on the
some of them are
capabilities.
GPS tied and some aren't, so.
okay.
You know.
So we don't want to be flying a patch and find out that we're in violation of FAA rules and,
Right.
Yeah.
All I've done is, it is flyable and it does work, but
okay,
there's a whole lot to it that.
okay.
I wouldn't think you'd be high enough to ever get into
Yeah,
it.
I wouldn't think so.
And other than that, I don't know what else
You still need a pickup?
yeah, and we've got that worked out.
You do? With household?
Yes,
Hazardous?
yes.
Okay, good. Great.
Yeah, it's available and keys are there all the time, so.
Okay, good.
And
Is
on
there any record keeping with driving the pickup? I mean, do I need to do anything?
Not if it's a company vehicle.
Okay, miles or anything like that?
Might not be bad. I don't know that we ever did, but just
Never have.
we might want to start keeping a copy. Like, I don't know that we ever have. I don't even think we do, like a copy of his driver's license on record.
Which I think you have that from the county.
You have that on your site.
Yeah.
Okay. Just Okay. And that side by side, whatever, I mean, if I think your budget's still good through, I mean, obviously through the end of June here, and I think you're fine on your budget, so if you need to go in and get some work done, I mean, get some parts replaced and whatnot on that side by side, have at it.
Okay. And I've gone through some of the old files, I don't know what's, I'm just putting the ancient files off to the side, so someday, somebody might wanna deal with those, so. Cause it goes back, clear back to when Bill Elliott was,
Really?
yeah.
From all his state reports and stuff that he
Well,
submitted, or?
Yeah, as far as the weed control.
So you have 75, as of May 31st, you have $7,500 left in the budget.
You're good, it's only
So.
1 month left, till the June. June is the last month, so you're good, fix it, if you want to.
The 22nd. The last time you meet's the 22nd, so,
Invoices, if you get some done, invoices would have to be submitted the Wednesday prior to the 22nd for it to even start this fiscal year.
22nd.
22nd.
So that puts you at the 17th?
yeah.
That's all right, it just carry forward,
Yeah, I mean,
it's
it's,
no big deal.
okay.
Okay, well, that's a good report.
Not a whole lot to it, but learning, I mean, there's still, I know there's some things that still gotta figure out.
Well, and everything takes time to get your feet under you, so you bet. You bet. If we can offer assistance, just reach out. If not, Tim would be a good resource, and
Yeah, and some of the adjoining counties, I probably need to communicate with them
Yeah.
a little more. The guy in Frontier County, he's a 44-year weed superintendent, so.
Yeah, Mike over Hitchcock County's pretty Mike
Yeah,
over
yeah,
Hitchcock's
I've
pretty
talked to him
knowledgeable
at
too.
the conferences.
There you go, he's more than willing to help. But you're doing fine.
Okay.
yeah. And now that we've got some rain, the musk thistle has come on pretty strong, and
Awesome.
It's headed out.
yeah. Yeah. Purple flowers.
Pretty.
So we appreciate it, Ron. Thank you.
Thank you much, Ron.
By the way, we reappointed you to the planning commission as well earlier before you walked in, so. Before you could object.
We also put Kelly on the foundation too, so.
Okay.
I appreciate it. Thanks, Ron. Our next agenda item is at 10 o'clock with Brandy Hilton Hegeman for the Extension Office. You want to do, should we discuss the NERMA billing statement? We can do that. NERMA, our property and casualty insurance provider for the county, sends us a bill every year, and they have a June 12th deadline for paying our premium, which increased 4.73%. So that is an $8,362 increase, bringing our total contribution to $185,105. Probably the issue we run into is our new budget cycle doesn't start till July 1, and they're requesting this be paid by July 13th, or excuse me.
Yeah,
It can be, they've extended that for us.
they
till-
know every year that we
Yeah.
can't pay it until they have a new budget year.
Okay, so we don't need,
The
Okay.
reason I put it on for discussion is they've offered some deductible options
Yeah.
that would lower
Right,
the,
that's right. And
Premium.
basically, that deadline has to do with if we wanna make a change. but I don't see the point in doubling our deductible from 2,500 to 5,000 and only saving $4,000. Doesn't make any sense. So I'm in favor of renewing it as is with the $2,500 deductible. And that was the only thing of the June 12th was, is if we wanted to change it.
If we wanted to make any amendments to the policy.
Yeah. Well, that's good. That's a fair increase compared to what most businesses are getting. Although, I gotta put a shower in my shop down at Bartley now because of them.
Yeah, I know. Mm.
A little overzealous, I think, sometimes.
Why do they want a shower?
Because we mix herbicides down there.
In case there's an
full body
exposure.
wash.
Do all the shops do that?
We're supposed to. We have to have eye wash out and shower.
We've got those. They want full body wash now.
You gotta have so many gallons per minute capabilities to,
So I got.
Guys won't even have to go home. Just live at the
set up
shop.
some cots and
It's not gonna be a very nice shower. It's gonna be real simple, and it'll probably be cold too. It won't be very cold.
So do we need to do anything on this? Do we need to make a motion to keep the policy the same with no changes?
I would say we probably should.
Okay,
Go ahead and make a motion to approve well, hang on, I don't know if you want the whole thing on there or not. I'll just say our property casualty insurance with NERMA.
to leave it as is, not to change the deductible.
I wouldn't.
Okay, is that your motion then?
Yes, please.
I'll second it.
I got a motion from Dean and a second from Fritchie to approve NERMA's 2026-2027 contract, leaving our deductible the current way it currently is for a total of $185,105. Is there any further discussion? If not, we'll go ahead and vote. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. All opposed say nay. Motion carries.
We gonna order signs.
I got Lloyd ordered some for you. I gave him at least I gave him the name of our external wholesaler. Do you want? I
just didn't know if we was gonna order them all three. I have 28 places that put up signs.
Oh God, they nailed us down north of Bartley and south of Bartley. My God, I'll bet we got 75% of them. Didn't even look at most of the districts. I'll give you that number.
I mean,
There's a lot.
spending a lot of money for signs for kids to shoot at.
Just a given target practice. That's what it ends up being.
All right. Brandy,
Yeah,
you ready?
I am.
All righty, come on down.
Thank you for letting me hop onto the agenda.
Oh, anytime.
I just wanted to provide a quick update on the Extension Office here in Red Willow County. We are in full swing, as I'm sure you can imagine. Summer gets really busy. We've got kids at an ag tour today. 4-H camps are going strong. We're working to get ready for fair. Our water and cropping educator is busy. She just finished pesticide and chemigation training, and now she's doing some crop scouting, so we're gonna have crop reports coming out. She's tracking southern rust and wheat stem sawfly and some pests that are migratory, so people can get a heads up if their crops might be at risk. We're also tracking that new world screwworm that's in Texas right now, just to kind of make sure that we are keeping a very close eye on any Texas cattle that are coming into the state of Nebraska. So it's exciting. Things are busy at the Extension Office. We did have a personnel change, which is why I'm here. Tasha Wolf, our early childhood educator, is no longer working for Nebraska Extension. Her last day was May 19th. And then I went to Knoxville, so I missed your meeting right after Memorial Day, so I wanted to hop in and tell you in person. We are working on the search approval process through the university because this is a university paid person. So our associate dean had double bypass surgery last week, and so we're kind of working through the steps to make sure we can get that approved. Tasha's role was primarily that of continuing education credits and working to certify child care providers. So of course we would welcome anyone, any names, anybody that you think might be interested in the position. The requirements for this position are that they have to have a bachelor's degree in youth childhood development. So this is usually a 0 to 5 years old. They have programs like 5 to Thrive. They're really invested in ensuring that they are addressing the child care crisis in Nebraska and helping make sure that child care providers are properly licensed and also properly trained. The requirement would also be that that individual, if they only had a bachelor's degree, would obtain their master's degree within 5 years. The university covers those costs and would allow them to obtain their degree while also working for Nebraska Extension. So in that 40-hour plus or minus work week, they would be doing coursework to obtain their master's degree, which would be on us. So it's an exciting opportunity. Starting salary, the base salary for a bachelor's degree person is $51,000 a year, and then the salary goes up from there based on degree of education and experience. And in the meantime, you can always contact the Red Willow County Extension Office, or you can contact me directly if you have child care questions or providers have questions or needs for training, and I'll pass them on to the appropriate people. We're working to hire someone in Dawson County as well right now, which is outside of my coverage area, but we'll have 2 relatively new people to Extension probably who will be working together to cover this region. So I don't know if we'll get that position hired before fair. However, it's a really busy time in the office, so we'll probably have it open hopefully by the end of summer. And so if you know of anybody, any sort of liaison between, you know, this courthouse and Extension can come through me, or Ruby Collins, who is our water and cropping educator, will be taking over some of the lead educator responsibilities. So that's typically convening the extension board, working on any sort of business budgeting things. They've been talking about the budget because it was due. So Ruby has just kind of seamlessly stepped into that role, and she can help out as well.
Okay.
Well, she does other stuff besides those.
Yes, she does do other stuff besides
She
both.
helped me last week on an issue with prairie dogs.
Oh, wonderful.
Yeah,
Good.
she researched it for me, so.
Good, yeah. She's very knowledgeable.
Yeah, didn't take her very long either.
Wonderful.
She figured it out.
Did you find somebody that will
We gotta-
eradicate them?
No, we don't have a resolution to do it in Red Willow County. We're gonna have to do a resolution in order to force it. There's people that does it, yeah, but voluntarily, it has to be done voluntarily. The landowner that has them doesn't want it done. So we're gonna have to look at a resolution.
We used to have somebody that was our wildlife. I can't remember his name.
Somebody called up here to the clerk's office and they said there wasn't anything, so I reached out to Ruby. And Ruby,
What was that?
prairie dog eradication, their infestation to neighbor's property that don't want it. I mean, it's very devastating to a pasture. Not only is it dangerous for the cows that you have on there, but it also really hurts the grass.
One of my staff does that here.
This is a situation where it's gonna have to be forced.
Gotcha.
There's no resolution to force it.
Right.
So I'll be looking at a resolution for
Why
it.
would anybody want to keep them?
They like looking at them, they're
Some
cute.
people think they're cute.
They're cute.
They also, of course, are then homes to
Yeah, they
rattlesnakes
like them
as
up
well, so
there.
it's a predation problem for sure. Yeah. Absolutely.
See, we'll probably just give it to Ron.
Oh,
That's a weed,
I-
isn't it?
It's noxious.
Mhm.
Not just weed. Ron?
I don't even know how that would work, far as a forced eradication on somebody's property.
You have to have a resolution. And so I'm researching it.
Well, I'm so glad she was able to give you some information. We are dang handy and knowledgeable up there. Call anytime. We'll either know the answer or
Yeah.
find somebody who does.
She just told me, she said, well, I don't know, but I'll find out, and I'll bet
Yeah.
it was an hour later she called me back.
Very good. Well, and I should add too, she was going to join me today to, just formally be lead educator, but she's on bereavement leave. Her grandmother passed away on
Oh,
Friday, so
okay.
she's unable to come with me this morning.
That was a nice article Friday.
Yeah, she is really kicking those out. And the scouting reports, I think, are gonna go on the Extension Office Facebook page so that people can track. A lot of those pests are migratory, and she's
Oh.
just out doing the scouting for quite a few people this year, so she wanted to make the information more widely available.
And she'll be here the 22nd too. I think we've got a safety meeting. She's kind of chairing that for us
Very
now.
good.
So
Very
that's
good.
be the afternoon of the 22nd.
Yeah, we have great people up in that office, and of course, we're sorry to see Tasha go, but it's just an opportunity to, and source locally, right? If there is somebody locally who has an interest in helping support childcare providers, please encourage them to apply. Once we get it's the university, so once we get all the steps in place, I'll be sure to send the hiring notice your way.
Okay, excellent.
Very good.
Yeah.
Do you
Thanks,
have any
Brandy.
other questions for me or anything?
Anyone?
I'm good, Brandy. Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you. Have a good one.
Yes, it's good to
Appreciate
see
you stopping up.
You bet.
Oh, we got ahead of ourselves, didn't we?
It's always good when you're running ahead.
Ah,
of schedule.
that's not
I love
normal
that.
for us either.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We ran out of stuff to talk about.
No, you haven't.
Well, I know, we got budget, but we got half an hour for Dan. We can do some of this now.
Yep. My girls are asking him to come up early, so we'll see.
So you might wanna.
I think Rhea at the health department may have, I don't know, she might have taken some heat for submitting a budget without her board's input, because she has sent a letter saying that, you asked earlier than you had in previous years. We've prepared and submitted a first draft. However, the health board has not yet had an opportunity to review it. So there will probably be revisions.
Well, let's just put it on there anyway, I'm sure. She's new. The software is gonna be available for a couple more weeks, right?
The software.
I'll have to order it